As an Afro-Jamaican male, I look back on today's music session with the elderly residents. As a music facilitator, I find myself holding onto the emotional stories behind their faces, their laughter, and even their quiet silences. Without a doubt, I have discovered over the years that music has a way of unlocking pieces of who we are, and each person, as the facilitator, identifies that the participants bring something unique to the circle for me to observe. Miss Elaine is a gentle soul with soft silver hair that she likes pinned neatly with a single barrette. At first, she often appears withdrawn, sitting with her hands folded in her lap, unsure of whether to join in or not. She would look around for me to begin strumming my guitar or singing a familiar song she once knew. Her eyes would light up, and her lips would quietly move to form the words. Today, when I struck the first chords of the song Amazing Grace, she whispered the opening line, and though her voice trembled, she sang from beginning to the end. In that moment, the years seemed to melt away, and I could see the proud choir singer she once had been. Music opens a doorway for her, one she gladly steps through to the sounds of applause from peers and caregivers. Mr. Harold is a tall, dignified man, his posture still straight despite his years. He rarely speaks at length, but he loves rhythm. The moment I hand out drums or shakers, his whole demeanor changes. His hands come alive, his feet tap, and soon he's leading the beat for everyone else to follow. I learned from the staff that he once played percussion professionally in a jazz group. Today, during a lively rendition of When the Saints Go Marching In, he kept us all steady with his drumming. The pride on his face reminded me that even when words fade, rhythm remains a language of its own. Mrs. Lorna is one of the most animated residents. She wears bright scarves around her shoulders and has a laugh that fills the room. Dementia has caused her stories to loop and wander, but the joy in her retelling never loses its shine. Today, after we sang a calypso tune, Day-O, she clapped her hands and launched into a story about dancing with her husband at a seaside island festival in Jamaica during the 1950s. Though the details shifted each time she told it, her happiness was real, and the music gave her a safe place to relive it, not once, but again and again. Neddy, an Afro-Jamaican music facilitator, reflected on how his dad loved to sing and how each of these seniors reminded him that music doesn't just entertain, it heals, affirms, and restores identity in their voices, rhythms, and stories. As the music facilitator, Neddy Smith, still with the guitar hanging from his shoulder, he thought to himself, I saw not only who they are today, but also glimpses of who they have always been.
Hello there. My name is Lester G. Smith, aka Neddy Smith. I'm the author of Hidden Possibilities, The Music Within. Hidden Possibilities, The Music Within, by Lester G. Smith, aka Neddy Smith. As a music facilitator, one of the things that I am most proud of is whenever I go to a senior assisted living facility to bring music, words, and expression to the participants or the residents, I am excited. And why am I excited? I'm excited because each person that I encounter has a story to tell. Some might have dementia. Some might have something physically wrong. Some might have things that I don't know of. But the thing about the music, when I bring the music for interactivity and participation amongst the residents, the approach sometimes is not the same the previous week that can be taken the day I go. So I have this big, large plan, all written out, all documented, what I want to do. But it never seemed to work out. So what I've done, I've adopted an approach of let it be, let it be. Wherever I go, I have a framework in which I work. And within this framework, it's all about the improvisation, the dynamics of the room. Someone might come in crying. Someone might come in pain. Some might even come and don't even want to participate. But how you deal with the situation has to be unique for each person. Adults in the fourth quarter or third quarter of their lives requires some kind of a collaboration, if I might say. And to collaborate, it's basically they're teaching you as the music facilitator. I am learning from them because they are adults. And as an adult educator, I know adults always come with a whole bunch of experience. So I will never go into an environment where there are adults and dictating what I want to accomplish. It's not what I want to accomplish, it's what they tell me that they want. And so, as seniors, when I'm presenting a particular story, when I'm presenting a particular music, or when I'm presenting an expression, it's all about the collaboration. So in Hidden Possibilities, the music within says it all. I look for the hidden possibilities within each person. It might take some time. They might not cozy up to you the moment you go into the room. Some might, but not all, because some might be new to your form of expression. But what I do, I come in and I get to know each person. Now, there might be one who's more an extrovert than the other. But keep in mind that whatever they're going through, dementia, the different stages of dementia could be affecting their movements and expression. So I have to wait until they tell me that they want to engage with me. So in Hidden Possibilities, the music within also conjures up ideas and stories that these individuals can relate to, because they're the ones who told me what they want me to say for them, not me forcing words into their mouths. One person might not talk, another person might be talking, but do you understand what they're saying? Well, if you listen carefully to the music within their conversation, you will understand clearly what they're saying to you without you trying to put a spin onto it. For example, A day ago, I was at this facility, and the entire audience was grooving on traditional music. So I started the American Songbook of traditional songs, and everybody was going through and singing with me, and they were expressing themselves. We communicated really, really well with those songs. But it wasn't about the songs. Specifically, it was about the titles and the discussions from each title. Each song title is a discussion point. Think about it. Think of a song. Just think of any song. And ask the question, what does this song remind you of? Think about it. Any song, it doesn't matter. Well, it happened to me in a discussion with a lady, not a young lady, of course, an elderly lady. She was sitting there very quiet with her walker in front of her, and when everyone else was excited about the folk songs, she said, "Could you sing?" She didn't ask me if I knew the song. The name of the song this lady wanted me to sing was "Strangers in the Night." I didn't really know the lyrics of "Strangers in the Night," so I asked her to give me a little moment, let me look for it, because I know it's in my catalog of songs to do. So while I was thinking about the choice of song, the title of the song, I asked her, what does this song remind you of? If you want to talk about it, you're free to. If not, it's okay. But it reminds you of something important. What does this song mean to you? Because I saw an expression coming from you of sadness yet joy. So there is something that is attached to this song that makes you want to hear this. You see, the song triggered her memory. So even though she had a dementia, that song took her back to a place in time. And when she talked about her husband, she began to tear a little bit. And then I said, you know, those are tears of joy. Tears of joy. In Hidden Possibilities, the music within, these are some of the stories you will read about. You will also learn how to converse and think about yourself. Think about how you approach someone with dementia. You see, I'm not a doctor. I am a creative person. I look at situation from a creative standpoint. And from that creative standpoint, I improvise, I dramatize. But the truth is in the stories. The names are changed. The names are changed, but the stories are true. They're emotional. Yes. Now, I deal with seniors today, but tomorrow I will deal with a totally different group. Maybe they are intellectually challenged or developmentally challenged. So whatever the group, it doesn't matter. For me, is recognizing what they're saying to me. And in Hidden Possibilities, the music within, you will find many stories to help you as a lay person, or you might be a professional. I don't know. But when you read this book, you don't read it like a novel. Read this book like you would go to the library and you take a book and you read it. Then you go back to the library and replace that book with another book. So this book, Hidden Possibilities, the music within, is a series of stories or a series of books. For you, get one for yourself and share it with friends. Share it with your family. Share it with those who are going through dementia. Share it with those who have physical challenges. Share it with those who are going through intellectually challenges in their developments. Share it with those who you don't even know. Hidden Possibilities, the music within, is on Amazon or at Jean's Closet if you're local. Once again, my name is Lester G. Smith, the author of Hidden Possibilities, the music within, aka Neddy Smith. And Neddy Smith, believe it or not, is the music facilitator that you will encounter. So as a music facilitator, I welcome you to get your own copy of Hidden Possibilities, the music within.